Down tick that gets you Lava Runner. Do that one more time. Targeting this gets you Lava Runner. So we are paying life to do this, which is not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, dude, sorry, I missed a message. I will be scrolling back in just a second. I am very focused on this for the moment. You're going to discard Body Double to proliferate. Yes! Woo! What is up, Janksters? It's your boy Graham, also known as HamHawks42 on the internet. And I know what you're thinking. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the link. You're thinking Vesperlark Infinite combo. Didn't they nerf that? Doesn't that not work anymore because Davriel's Withering? I know, okay. Yes, the super consistent 2-card Vesperlark Infinite combo is no more. And that combo uses Davriel's Withering to target Vesperlark, making it perpetually smaller, meaning that it would die immediately and then reanimate itself over and over and over and over and over again. Add Blood Artist. Profit. Okay, that combo is well known, well reviled. It was when Jumpstart Historic Anthologies was first released. I hate that combo, frankly. It's just far too consistent to be fun, in my opinion. But that's not what we're doing today. We are leveraging Vesperlark, which is a very, very cool card, but we are actually leveraging Body Double to create another infinite loop using Vesperlark. Now, we're still leveraging Vesperlark's ability to really good effect, but this combo requires a second card. Or requires a third card in order to be successful. So actually it requires 4 if we're really going to make it work. But it's capable of producing some really cool board states that make you kind of go, huh? And that's exactly what we're here to do. So the way that it works, Vesperlark, it is a 2/1 flyer for 3 with flying that when it leaves the battlefield, you return target creature card with power 1 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Now you'll notice that Vesperlark has power 2, therefore you cannot target Vesperlark with itself. That is very, very important. Otherwise, Vesperlark would just be immortal. It would be impossible to kill. Unless somebody exiled it. Well, but that's not the case. Instead, what we can do, though, we can make an immortal Vesperlark by using Body Double. The way that this works is when Body Double enters the battlefield, it enters as a copy of a creature in a graveyard. So if we have Vesperlark in our graveyard, Body Double enters the battlefield, it can come into play as a copy of Vesperlark, but then if it dies, its Vesperlark trigger will go off. It can see itself in the graveyard, reanimate itself, and then that reanimated copy gets to come into play as a copy of anything in a graveyard. And so it can come into play as a copy of Vesperlark and do it again and again and again. And so if we have a sack outlet, if we have a way to sacrifice the Body Double, we can get infinite death triggers and infinite enter the battlefield triggers. So how do we sacrifice the Body Double? Well, there's one primary way to do that, and that's Woe Strider. Woe Strider enters the battlefield, you create a goat, great. But you can sacrifice another creature and scry 1. So that is a perfect sack outlet that does not cost us mana to use. Love it. That's very, very important. We have another, so that's ultimately the main use of Woe Strider. Woe Strider also has the ability to escape, which is nice. So we can actually get it later in the game if we accidentally mill it, which is one of the things that we can do in this game. And because, you may note, we don't have any blue mana in our mana base. So casting a Body Double from our hand is going to be very, very difficult. Instead, what we're going to prefer to do is put Body Double in our graveyard and then evoke our Vesperlark. Because when you evoke a card, it enters the battlefield, then dies immediately. So when Vesperlark dies, it will bring the Body Double back and start the loop. So we need to get 1 Vesperlark in play, 1 Body Double into our graveyard, and we are off to the races. Life is good. So if we get Woe Strider down, that's 1 sacrifice outlet. We also have another one in Yawgmoth, Thran Physician. Yawgmoth is a house. This card is incredibly cool. You can pay 1 life and sacrifice another creature, so you do have to pay life to use this effect. But you get to put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature and then draw a card. So it's a sacrifice outlet that allows you to draw cards and it doesn't require mana to use. And you do it enough times, you get to remove your opponent's stuff, which is awesome. And you can also pay to discard a card and proliferate. That discard a card is one way that we can get the Body Double into our graveyard. So that's fantastic. We love that. So Yawgmoth Thran Physician is a house in this deck. If we're able to get the immortal Vesperlark going, then Yawgmoth can really take advantage of that for some really powerful effects and some really powerful swings. So that's fantastic. We have Sanguine Brushstroke and Bastion of Remembrance in as pingers because we're creating infinite death triggers, which is fine, but we need some kind of payoff for that. Well, both cards create circumstances that ping our opponent down every single time a creature dies. With Bastion of Remembrance, whenever a creature control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. It's that simple. With the Sanguine Brushstroke, it puts a Blood Artist into play, which has the exact same ability on it, but on a body. Also, fun fact, the Blood Artist is a card that is conjured. So the Blood Artist goes to our graveyard, which means if we have a second Vesperlark in our hand, we can use the Vesperlark to evoke the Blood Artist or to evoke, get the Blood Artist out of our graveyard and reanimate it. Very cool. Very good stuff. We also have Cruel Celebrant in here to accomplish the same effect. Whenever Cruel Celebrant, or other creature or planeswalker you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Again, we're gaining and draining, baby. So I'm sensing a theme here on the channel. But yeah, we're pinging our opponent down, drawing, gaining life ourselves. So absolutely fantastic stuff. So we have a couple of, so that's our gain drain package. That's our combo win. That's ultimately what we're trying to do. We're trying to create an immortal Vesperlark, sacrifice it an infinite number of times, and ping our opponent down. That's really what this deck is trying to do. But we have a couple of other support pieces, so let's talk about those. We have Deadly Dispute because this card's amazing. Any situation where you're going to be sacrificing a creature, you probably want Deadly Dispute in the mix. Well, because you're probably already running black anyway. So I think Deadly Dispute is absolutely fantastic. The card's amazing. It sacrifices creatures, it draws you cards, it ramps you, it does all the stuff you want. So Deadly Dispute for 2 mana and instant speed, absolutely fantastic. It is no surprise that this is like a $2 card at common, from a recent set, no less. So yeah, Deadly Dispute's fantastic. We also have Stitcher Supplier. It is a 1/1 for 1 when it enters the battlefield or dies, you mill 3 cards. So perfect situation. Turn 1 Stitcher Supplier, we mill, and we get a body double into our graveyard. And then turn 2, we can evoke the Vesperlark, get the body double back. Boom, we're off to the races already. Turn 3, Sanguine Brushstroke or Woe Strider. And like, you get the idea. By turn 4, this combo can be firing pretty consistently if we draw a perfect situation. Stitcher Supplier also, if we don't hit that perfect situation on the first mill, we can sacrifice the Stitcher Supplier to Deadly Dispute, mill 3 more cards, and maybe hit a body double on that. So that's great. Also, this is historic. We are in historic, and as a result, we have access to Bone Shards. Bone Shards is an amazing card if you are running Reanimator strategies or anything that wants to get specific cards into your graveyard. If you're in historic, run Bone Shards. This card is fantastic. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sack a creature or discard a card. We can sacrifice Stitcher Supplier. We can discard Body Double. Those are exactly the things we want to be doing. And then you can destroy target creature or planeswalker, all for 1. And this is also a common from Modern Horizons 2. How nuts is that? This card slaps. It's absolutely fantastic. Oh, the other great call out with Deadly Dispute, because it creates a treasure token, if a body double gets stranded in our hand, we can use that treasure token to create blue mana that can play out the body double from our hand. So I gotta say, this deck was a ton of fun to put together. This was actually a deck building challenge by my buddy Ingolf, actually my very first subscriber to my Twitch channel. So huge thank you to Ingolf. Love you, buddy. And this is a super fun deck. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay footage of this deck in action, which we're going to be rolling next. This was recorded live on my stream the morning as of this recording. You can also join the fun on twitch.tv/hamhawks42. And if you have a deck idea that you want to see me build, you can challenge me to do so using channel points, which is a currency that you accrue just by hanging out on the channel and being part of the chat. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's get to the gameplay, and I'll catch you on the next one. This hand is gas. Let's go. And our opponent is mulling dramatically, which means they're either running Treasure Hunt or they're about to instant concede. Oh, thank you, Duo. Wait, what? Imagine streaming Unshamed. I know, right, Tom? It's crazy. Mulled to 2. Thornwood Falls. Yeah, they're probably running Treasure Hunt if they're actually playing this out. We'll wait for a while. Does the deck work? It has worked in golf. We have pulled it off a couple of times. Treasure Hunt. Called it. Yeah. Slap actually the burden of being a man. Yeah, it's true. That's hilarious. But yeah, thank you, Duo. Wait a minute. So Treasure Hunt takes a minute to discard all the things. What did we milled some goodies, but not the goodies I'm looking for. Another Stitcher Supplier, body double in the bin. Come on, body double. No body double so far. That's unfortunate. Can we win against Treasure Hunt? Not with this hand. Yeah. Gotta go if you don't enjoy the dishes from here. No, Ingolf, we'll keep it going. We'll absolutely keep it going. I'm actually gonna record some stuff, and this might be my next YouTube video. But yeah, Ingo, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. But all right, we're probably gonna lose the treasure hunt just because we have a slow hand. Oh, they're doing Maze's End as the win count. Interesting. All right, cool. I'm gonna play it out, Ari. I'm gonna play it out because if we top deck a Deadly Dispute, yeah, Journey to the Oracle, sure. But yeah, Ingolf, be well, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. But yeah, Journey to the Oracle, they're gonna just drop a bunch of gates. Yeah, Telstar Maze's End is interesting. Woe Strider live and online. Let's go. Gonna sack the Stitcher Supplier. Cruel Celebrant triggers. Sanguine Brushstroke. Not bad, but not great. We need to get to that body double in the graveyard. Give me that sweet, sweet body double in the graveyard. There it is. Unfortunately, we don't have the mana for it just yet. Actually, sure, another Vesperlark couldn't hurt. All right, so our opponent needs to win this turn, which I think they can do with Maze's End. Do they have it down? Yeah, they do. Bummer, yo. Or do they not have it? Apparently, they don't have it. With that, we win. We win! Woohoo! All right. Do I feel ruin in here? I don't, but I should. Evoke Vesperlark. It grabs up body double. Double pings. Body double enters the battlefield as a copy of Vesperlark. We sacrifice Vesperlark to Woe Strider. Ching ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Grabs itself back up. Comes to play as a copy of Vesperlark. I can do this all day. Ching, 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 cha-ching, cha-ching. Copy of Vesperlark. Yeah, we got it. Booyah. Oh, are you right? We have the Bone Shards, we have the Body Double, we have double Deadly Disputes. We need to get some bodies on board so we can take advantage of these Deadly Disputes, but I gotta say the Bone Shards with the Body Double, that's delightful. I'm very happy to see that. Floppy Creations with the Best of One challenge, let's go. Oh, Kento, you just made someone question life. Uh-oh. Get to Lava Runner is going to represent a fair amount of damage later in the game, or throughout the course of the game. So let's just get rid of it. Yeah, Kento, what happened? If you don't mind me asking. Another body double. Aight. No, dude, I question life all the time too. It's just it happens. You know, you can't help but be. It's important to be curious about things, right? So far, not good draws. Not great draws for us. We do have a body double in the graveyard, so if we get a Vesperlark, we can create the infinite loop. Then we need a Bastion of Remembrance, or actually a Bastion of Remembrance would be an awesome draw, or a Woe Strider. That was the other one I was about to say. Well, actually, no, we need the Woe Strider for the loop. But that creates a token for us, which is excellent. You love to see it. 3 Mind Flayers, 3 artifacts, creatures damage. Create a copy. Nice. Machino Pyromancer, come on in. Welcome to my face. Took his whole field with 6 Mind Flayers. Wow, Kenta, that's brutal. That's brutal, and I support this. All right. Deadly Dispute, show me something good. Deadly Dispute, show me something good. Lark and a Supplier, I'll take it. You started to turn this spawn into 2 or 3 tokens. Oh, wow. So, okay, so you had 2, 2, 3, 3 tokens. You were able to just mind flay them all. Love it. Because I haven't heard Jazz except maybe once. Oh, no, Matthew, I still say it all the time. Empty handed 6 mind flayers, 6 discards, 6 tokens. Wow, Kenta, that's brutal. I love it. No, Matthew, I still talk about being Jazz. I absolutely do. All right, so Woe Strider's coming back. We're in Deadly Dispute this token because we need to get a Sanguine Brushstroke or a Bastion of Remembrance or a Cruel Celebrant, some kind of pinger online. Yawgmoth, I love you, buddy, but that is not what I was needing. Yeah. No cards in his hand, no spells to counter it. Nice. Okay, so yeah, that's amazing. Chain Whirler. The Whirler of Chains. They don't bother attacking, which makes sense, because that would have been fruitless at best. We can cast out Body Double, get another copy of Woe Strider. That's fine, but I think I'd rather throw Yawg here. Let's evoke the Vesperlark, get back Body Double. Which is coming into play as a copy of Vesperlark. There's the Bastion we were looking for. All right, cool, cool, cool. Get to Lava Runner, sure, fine, whatever. And Body Double come back in. There's another copy of Vesperlark. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Down tick that gets you Lava Runner. Do that one more time. Targeting this gets you Lava Runner. So we are paying life to do this, which is not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, Duo, sorry I missed a message. I will be scrolling back in just a second. I am very focused on this for the moment. You're going to discard Body Double to proliferate. Yes! Woo! Yeah, they could cheaply burn face. That's true, Ari. That was a concern. Oh, Floppy Creations. Oh, you want to do some historic shenanigans? I'm sorry, I forgot about the challenge. That was a goof on my part. But yes, we can do some historic shenanigans. That sounds great. I'm totally on board for historic shenanigans. But yeah, Matthew, Tauros Disciple. Yes, 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 yes. I am familiar. Cruel Celebrant. Complete another jank. Sounds good, Floppy. Let's do this thing. Common Archaeomancer. Good card. Good card. Is it killable good? I think so. Schwite 1016. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it very, very much. Discard the Isolated Chapel because it is not entering untapped anytime soon. Pew pew. Teferi Tribe, gonna punch you. That's pretty. Some rapid ways to self-mill, get extra bolts in graveyard, then overload Minimus Mastery. However, Mizium Mastery. Interesting. Interesting. Not opposed to this idea. One-shot Mizium Murder. That's kind of cool. You mean Mizzix Mastery? Yeah. I'm not mad at that. We don't have anything in our graveyard to pull back with the Vesperlark, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Let's attack first. I have an idea. I have an idea to draw some cards. Oh, that's very much a different deck. Yeah. So Bobby, don't play Teferis. Very cool. See, we deadly dispute the Cruel Celebrant. Cruel Celebrant. Triggers. We get some stuff back. Oh, I was gonna play out the Vesperlark, but to bring the Cruel Celebrant back, but instead let's just play out the fresh Cruel Celebrant we just drew into. So Vinci's Cube is especially fun. Just need deck 4 Black Lotus in pre-draft. That's nuts, dude. Wow. So the value of cardboard sets go down. Example of those recent collector boxes. So SDMG, recent collector boxes with the exception of M2 are still below retail. Wow, really? You know, so SDMG, I actually don't follow the MTG finance as closely as many people do. I respect it. I think it's cool for sure, but it's just not something that it's just not something that I get hung up on. Body double in hand. That's not where we need it. We need it in the bin. Paper very Super Chan, I disagree with that. I don't think Paper Magic's going anywhere. I don't think Paper Magic is dead personally, but I understand where people are coming from when they say that. I mean, digital Magic is definitely taking over a big chunk of the market share, but I think and collector boxes being worth less over time, the fact that they're now worth less than retail, is an indicator that retail's probably too high for them. Beautiful Snakeskin Veil. Wow. Personally, I think what that tells me is that it would probably behoove Wizards to lower the retail price on collector boxes. What they're probably going to do is, if that trend continues, they'll probably stop printing them, which I think would be unfortunate. But yeah, paper economy can't last forever, especially not the crazy price for old cards. Slap it back. You're not wrong. You are not wrong, my friend. Vesperlark, killer blocker. Let's go. Speaking of economics here, Gunsy, kind of, yeah, a little bit. I'm no economist by any means, but we're kind of kicking the tires on some economy thoughts. And Harmonic Prodigy has prowess, so I'm not putting the Cruel Celebrant in front of it. All right. Yeah, the really terrible reserveless cards. That is a thing. There is a market for that. Copy the Celebrant, burn the Vespers. Yeah, not a bad idea. Look how you are an economist when he uses. Oh no. Goblin Archaeomancer does nothing for us. We can body double the Vesperlark here. Gives us a perpetual blocker, which actually could get us there. It's not the infinite. We don't have the sack outlet to make the infinite combo, but that's fine. Oh, Guns, you have an economic finance degree you don't use? Rock on. Yoso Duo, just burn it all down because you want cheaper cards. Yeah, I mean, for those of us who just want to play the game, the market is definitely a bummer. I think we can all agree on that. Yeah, kicking the Cinderclasm hurts for sure. We're gonna gain a whole mess of life here, which is nice. But the Vesperlark doesn't go anywhere. Haha! It's the perpetual Vesperlark. Heroic intervention, sure. Let's bring Cruel Celebrant back. Thank you, Body Double. Alright, get more Vesperlarks online. Because we have another Body Double in the bin. Let's go! Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Coco? Sure. Coco it up. Social entrepreneurship. Rock on, Kelby. That's awesome. Meanwhile, I'm an English major. So I had nothing to these conversations. So SDMG, you don't buy Magic as an investment. Came back a year and a half ago and that's price of singles is dropped for most standard cards. Yeah, that's fair. A college degree on a shelf somewhere. Pretty sure I've never used it. Yeah, Super Chan, I hear you. No, I have an English degree. I have my my Bachelor of Science in the English language. So I have my BS and BS, and yeah, and currently I'm streaming Magic the Gathering on Twitch. You know, that's this is gonna hurt. Fortunately, we get the Cruel Celebrant triggers, but yeah, that's only going so far. We're gonna grab back Body Double. Ching, ching, ching. Body Double coming back as a Vesperlark. Ow, my face. That Body Double was the last thing we needed to draw here. Actually, we just attack and we have lethal. Because they need to block something, but when they block it, it's going to kill the Cruel Celebrant, which is going to trigger. Got him! Yes! Alright, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, as long as they don't gain life. Exactly, Ari. Thank you so much for checking out the video, and if you enjoyed that one, please take a look at this playlist right here for more deck techs just like it.